Hello everyone, and welcome back to your Sunday school video. I hope you all had a good week so far. This is our week 5 Sunday school video, and we've been talking through our series called On the Mountain. This is actually our last one for that series, and we're going to be talking about Holy Week, which now being it's Sunday, or whenever you're watching this, we've kind of passed our Holy Week, but we still want to reflect on it and think about how we maybe were transformed or thought differently during things. But I hope you have an awesome Easter Sunday if you are watching this on Sunday, and that you can just think about what this time has meant to you, reflecting on the Passover meal when Jesus washes his disciples' feet, when they have communion together, his death, the time in between his death and resurrection, and ultimately his resurrection too, and what that all means for you. So a couple of questions just to have you reflect on last week / this whole Easter Lent season is how did you do with what you gave up for Lent? And if you didn't give anything up for Lent, how were you transformed or changed during this Easter Lent season? What does Holy Week mean to you? What do you want to reflect on this week? And since it's the end of the week, maybe you can reflect on it this next week. So our first passage that we looked at is from Matthew 21, 1-9. A question to reflect on is that the same people that welcomed Jesus later asked for his death. Do you sometimes find yourself blaming God when you experience lows in life? The first day of Holy Week is exciting. We have Palm Sunday. Jesus marches into Jerusalem riding on a donkey, and people lay down their clothes and palm leaves on the ground to make a path for Jesus. It's an amazing picture, right? Well, later we find out that those same people who are welcoming him actually are saying that they want to crucify him and are persecuting him later that same week. That might seem like a morbid thought, but Holy Week is designed to show us that we're the exact same way as those individuals. It's easy for us to think, no, we wouldn't do that to Jesus, we would be different. But at times we do a great job of remembering Jesus on mountaintop highs, but whenever we face lows in life or certain doubts or circumstances, we can lash out at God and blame him for those things. And this is sometimes, not all the time for some people. The next passage that we looked at comes from Mark 14, 16-14. Why do you think Jesus told the disciples in the middle of a celebration that one of them would betray him? Even though Jesus knew that someone close would betray him, he still died for that person. What does this say about Jesus? And finally, in Matthew 25, 35-54, why did people realize that Jesus was in fact God after his death? What happened? What do you feel as you read this passage? How might reading about Jesus' final moments change you? There's not too much written about the day in between Jesus' death and resurrection. That was actually their Sabbath or day of rest. What do you think that day looked like? How would you have felt in between? This next week, my challenge for you is to read Matthew 28, 18-20. It's Jesus' Great Commission. Jesus' last words to his disciples were commanding them to go and tell people about what they had seen and witnessed the past few years with him. Our purpose as Christians is to not just keep this hope, this light inside of us for our own good and well-being. It's so that we can take it out to other people and impact the world around us for God's kingdom, so that they too might have that light, that hope, that love. So go this week and tell someone about the hope that you have in Christ. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.